We're about to take a look at one of the most famous prayers in the entire world, but in a way I'm willing to bet you've never seen before. We're going to uncover a kind of hidden architecture inside of it, one that might just change everything about how you see it. It starts with words so many of us know by heart. You know, a simple, direct opening that kind of feels like the beginning of a list, some praise, a few requests. But what if it's so much more than that? What if this prayer isn't a list at all? What if it was actually designed like a perfect piece of literary art, where the beginning perfectly mirrors the end, where every single line has a matching partner, and they all point to one single powerful idea right in the middle? Well, this idea has a name. It's called a chiastic structure, or a chiasm, and it's this really cool pattern you find in a lot of ancient literature. Think of it this way. Ideas are presented, and then they're repeated, but in reverse order. So you get A, B, C, and then it comes back C, B, A. It creates this kind of amazing symmetry. Probably the easiest way to picture it is to think of a stone archway. You know how each stone on the left side has a matching stone on the right? They all support each other, and they naturally guide your eyes up to that one single, most important piece right at the top, the keystone. That's the piece that holds the whole thing together. And here it is. This is that very archway, mapped out using the words of the Lord's Prayer. So think of this as our guide. We're going to walk through this incredible structure, starting from the very outside and working our way in, layer by layer, until we get to the center. Okay, so let's start with the outer pillars of our arch, the A sections. The prayer kicks off with Our Father, right? It establishes this relationship that's built on love, on intimacy. Now look at how it ends. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. That's a plea for protection. So it literally begins and ends by framing our connection to a Father who both loves us and protects us. Now let's move one step inward to the next layer of the arch, the B sections. And this is where we see this fascinating link between God's reputation and our own actions. So on one side, you have Hallowed be thy name. This is pure worship, right? It's acknowledging that God's character is perfect, it's holy, and what's its mirror image? Forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. See, this isn't just asking for a pardon. It's also a promise to reflect that same forgiving character ourselves. It brilliantly shows how honoring God is directly tied to living like Him. Let's keep going, moving to the next layer to see how this all builds. We're now at the C sections. And here, the prayer does something amazing. It connects this grand cosmic idea of God's kingdom with our most immediate, personal, everyday needs. I mean, just look at the incredible contrast here. Thy kingdom come. That's a prayer about the ultimate future, about God's rule over everything. It is massive. And its partner? Give us this day our daily bread. A plea for right now, for this moment. This structure connects our dependence on God for the biggest picture you can imagine with our dependence on Him for the smallest detail of our day. It's just brilliant. So we've seen these amazing pairs, right? The Father's love and protection, His glory and our call to forgive, His ultimate kingdom and our simple daily bread. All of these mirrored phrases, this whole beautiful archway, has been leading us to one place, to the keystone. And there it is. This is the very center. This is the theological heart that every other part of the prayer points right towards. And notice it's not actually a request for us, it's a declaration of alignment with God. If we look back at our map, this line sits at the absolute dead center. And that's the whole point. This isn't just another line in the prayer. It is the destination. The ultimate goal of the prayer is this idea of submission, of aligning every need and every hope with the perfect will of God. So let's just quickly recap that journey. We start and we end with our identity as children of a Father who loves and protects us. Then we move inward to reflecting His glorious character through our own forgiveness. After that, we connect our trust in His ultimate plan with our trust for just today's needs. And all of this serves one single purpose, to bring us right to the center, to that desire for His will to be done. So when you see it this way, it really does transform everything. The Lord's Prayer is not just a shopping list of things we want from God. It's a carefully structured meditation, a journey designed to totally reorient our perspective. It takes all of our human concerns, our need for protection, for forgiveness, for food, and it places them inside the much bigger, much grander context of simply submitting to God's perfect will. This hidden structure gives the prayer such a profound new depth, and it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other masterpieces, maybe things we see or hear every day, are hiding these beautiful hidden structures, just waiting for us to find them? What else is hiding in plain sight?